All right, see if I can do this without throwing up, because I got a lot backing up here. And welcome to a 40-degree beer garden in front of the Grand Fig and the fireless pit. And if you're here because you like beer, tap that subscribe button down below and let's get right to this brew review. Up this round is Warsteiner. Which Warsteiner is the best Warsteiner in my opinion? We have Dunkel, we have Pilsener, we have Brewers Gold, a German beer specialty. Now, before we get into this too much, don't give me those comments down below. What do you mean by best Warsteiner? It's all subjective. It depends on the person. Yeah, no kidding. I get that. This is a brew review. These are my opinions over the last umpteen hundred videos of what I think of the brews, and you're welcome to give your comments down below, absolutely. But I've been getting hammered so much lately by people who apparently don't know what a brew review is. It's me drinking a beer and then me giving my opinion about that beer. And hey, if you're here because you like beer, tell me your town and state or town and country where you are viewing from. I'm going to be rating these three brews against each other. Which one is the best Warsteiner? And I want to give a shout out. As a matter of fact, I made a note on the back of my sold out of Beer Snob's cheap brew review coaster set to those viewing from around the world. Die Welt. Havana, Kansas, thanks for checking us out. Calgary, Alberta, that's in Canada, if some of you went to public school. Lexington, South Carolina, and Death Valley, California. Thank you for checking us out on the brew review. Okay. This is what we're going to do. I've had these three Warsteiners. I got them in a 15 pack, and I thought, you know what? People ask me all the time, what is your favorite this type of beer? So I thought, well, I've got these three Warsteiners. Good enough time as any to give them a go. So tell you what, we're going to be drinking out of all the sold out cheap brew review pint glasses. We're going to go over the Dunkel in the blue label first. I'm going to down that and give you my opinion. Go for Pilsner, go for the Brewers Gold. Let's pop the top and see what we got. We got a lot of stuff going on here. And thank you for your super thanks as well. Super thanks is that thing down below. If you tap it, it looks like this. It's a heart with a dollar sign in it. If you don't see this down below, tap those three dots and then you'll see the super thanks. That's essentially a tip jar. For this channel, we turn your tips, your super thanks, right back into more beer and gear for this channel, and it's $1 or $2. If everybody who watches this videos throws in $1, that would be awesome. Like I said, we turn that right back into more beer and gear for this channel. So go ahead and give us a pour here. Dunkel in German means dark. Dunkel. If you see that on a type of beer, you shouldn't be surprised. Now, I lived in Germany for a little bit, and I had many German beers. German beers, just broad paintbrush, broad broom sweeping. Some of my favorite brews in the world. Dunkel, right here, the dark brew, 4.8% alc. And these are in the tiny cans. These are in the Euro cans, 333 milliliters. That comes out to 11.2. Don't want to do the math, so I just read it off the can. Again, Warsteiner from the town of Warstein in Germany. Hanging right in there with our Reinheitsgebot. That's the German purity law, brewing law, that states you can only brew ingredients right there. It lists it very simply. You can only use water, barley malt, roasted barley, hops. They threw hops extract in there. I'm guessing that's a loophole. So there we go. Let's go ahead and give it a nose. And like I said, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this time. I'm not going to be rating them out of 5. I'm going to be rating the three Warsteiners against each other, which is my favorite. The Dunkel, the Pilsner, or the Brewers Gold. So, wow, right off the top, German beers are just known for quality. I get essence of an old leather jacket, perhaps some hot electronics, maybe a slight whiff of a horse barn in there. Don't know where that's coming from. And again, hey, thank you for tapping that super thanks coming in, especially since I'm going to be drinking 3 German beers in less than 15 minutes. I appreciate that. All right, time for the liquid to hit the lips, and let me know where you are viewing from and what you are drinking while you are watching this brew review. All right, Prost. Oh, 40-degree day in the beer garden. Fantastic day to be drinking a dark beer. Dunkel, German for dark. That has an adult amount of flavor to that. You know, this ain't your pounding beer on Daytona Beach and spring break kind of beer. I'm going to roll through these fairly quick because we're doing 3-in-1 right here. And this is just a very nutty, perhaps I don't smoke, but I'm going to sort of compare it to the aroma of a cigar. I'm tearing up here because the beer is so good. And it's cold. It's cold beer. It's cold day. But it just sort of has a bit of a cigar or a tobacco in a good way. If I was to compare this to something, there's a brewery called Abita, and they have a pecan, a fall pecan is similar to this, very nutty, very good. I would also say it's sort of similar to the English brew of Newcastle, brown ale. Dunkel, dark, brown ale. This is your brown ale, essentially. All right, one down. I like it. All right. Up next, German Pilsener. I don't know why they specified German Pilsner. Warsteiner's a German beer. We're going to be drinking this one out of the green label, sold out. A Beer Snob's cheap brew review pint glass. Popping the top. Let's see what we got. The reason why I'm doing this between the two darker brews, I'm anticipating the Pilsner to be a little bit of a palate cleanser. I could be wrong. Thank you again for your view, sub, and support. Your super thanks. I really appreciate that. And also, again, while we're rolling through this, tell me your town and state, town and country where you are viewing from. All right, haters, go ahead and tell me how filthy my glass is. I just had it washed right before this, but there are a lot of bubbles on this one. Pilsener. This is another 4.8er, 4.8 alcohol brew. Some of you have asked in the past, das einzig wahre. That means in German, essentially the one and only, or the original, the one and only Warsteiner since 1753. So there we go. Time for the nose, shall we? The nose. Essence of crayon. Maybe a little bit of Play-Doh. A slight hint of baby's breath. Again, time for the liquid to hit the lips. Let the bloating begin. Prost. The bloating, nurse. Oh, smooth, crisp, clean. Not like the Dunkel. This is what we're drinking. This is what we drank. This is very crisp, very clean. A typical Euro Pilsner. Very kind of, if I have to compare this, I'm going to put you right around there with a Pilsner Urquell, maybe a Kolsch, perhaps. Not too much of anything. I hate the term balanced beer, but this is a balanced beer. Usually I hate balanced beer when it's a specialty, sort of like an Oktoberfest. There's a certain amount a certain way I want it. And but for a Pilsner, which I consider, and again, this is just me, my opinion, yours may vary by comparison, that this is a very balanced beer, and for a Pilsner, I consider that kind of a middle-of-the-road beer when it comes to taste, and so this nails it right on for a Pilsner. Okay, this 3-beer comparison may be a little more difficult than I anticipated. Okay, very nice color, crisp, clean, pristine. Oh, it's building in my belly. It's building in my belly. We're saving the black can for last. Warsteiner Brewers Gold. Now, I don't see this anywhere other than in those 15 packs in which I got these. Unfiltered smooth taste. A German beer specialty. Their words, not mine. We're taking it up a couple of notches from a 4.8 to a 5.2. We're going to finish big. Oh, there we go. And if I'm stalling, I'm stalling. Trying to get those burps out, making some room. Let's go ahead and pop the top, see what we got. We're going to be drinking this one out of the Red Label, a Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review. Focus, pint glass. I've been backing off my drinking considerably recently, just for, got to slim down. Got to keep it. We were cranking out so many brew reviews for a while. I was like, it's tap the brakes there for a little bit. I know some of you have been wondering, hey, where you been? Where's some of the newest brew reviews? So I've been taking it a little easy. Just doing a little reset. Wow, Brewers Gold. Look at that, almost an amber. I was not expecting that at all. I was thinking it was going to be more of a really, really darker than the Dunkel. Unfiltered, yep. Can't even see my ugly face through there. Look at that, nice and cloudy again. Look at how filthy that glass is with all those bubbles sticking there, just absolutely grotesque. And that is a very bladder infection type of a color. Let's go ahead and give it a nose, shall we? A nose. Getting essence of blue cheese. Rain on hot pavement. Maybe some quarters. Pocket full of quarters. If you're impressed that I'm drinking 3 German beers in less than 15 minutes, we're running up close to it on the clock, please, $1 or $2. Hit that super thanks. That's all I'm going to say about that. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. See if I can do this without throwing up, because I got a lot backing up here. All right. Time for the liquid that hits the lift. All right. Prost. I got to take I got to hang on. The dam is backing up. All right, we're gonna let that one sit for a minute. Wow, that is unusual. Very, very smooth, and it has more alcohol in it, 5.2. It tastes nothing like the Pilsner. It tastes nothing like the Dunkel. I have had a German beer in the past, and I can't think of what it is. Oh, darn it, I can't think. It reminds me of another German beer I had. I drank it at a restaurant in Helen, Georgia. If you look up Helen, Georgia, I can put a link here somewhere down below. I'll put a link. Helen, Georgia, it's a little village in the North Georgia mountains that is a Bavarian-style village. And you can read up on the history. I'm not going to bore you with that. But they have a lot of German eateries and a couple of bars there. And you get authentic German beer there. And it reminds me of a brew I had there. And I can't think of what it is. So, all right, time for the big rating. Which is the best Warsteiner out of these 3? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. And I guess it depends on what time of the year you're drinking. If it's cold like this, I like a darker beer, one of these. If it's a warmer day, obviously the lighter overall of the Pilsener. But it is a cold day here, and this is when we're doing it in real time. So, oh, God bless America. Oh, Dunkel is good. It reminds me of a few brews I've had. So it's not that special. Very good. All these Warsteiners are very good quality. Let me go ahead and say that. They're all very, very good quality. I like it. I like them all. But which is the best Warsteiner? But the Brewer's Gold has a little something unusual to it. Sort of an earthiness or a peatiness to it. And the can's a little fancier too. But I'm not going to let that distract me. So out of the three, Pilsener good, but it's a Pilsner. Excellent quality, good Pilsner. But all right, so it's down to these two. I like the nuttiness. This would be fantastic in the fall. If you could find this in the fall when the leaves are changing, oh, it'd be fantastic. We're here in the winter time, regardless of the time of the year you're watching this video. So it's a little bit, this is so unusual and strange. It's almost not Warsteiner-like. It is a specialty brew, which means it's different than the rest of their brews. But if I'm asked which of these three Warsteiners I prefer, I am going to say I'm going Brewer's Gold. It's got a little something, a little dark secret to it, and I like that. There you go. Let me know what you think of Warsteiner Brewer's Gold, my pick on the best Warsteiner. And hey, while you're at it, please check out some more of my brew reviews on this channel. And in the meantime, it's a beautiful day here in the beer garden in front of the Grand Fig and the fireless pit. And you grab yourself a brew and you drink that brew. Prost.